Hello. Hi. Thank you for joining this live. I'm really, really sorry I started late. I wanted to be here like 20 minutes ago. But YouTube decided to do what it got to do. And so I took a minute to come on here. So if you are joining me on Instagram, please pop on over to YouTube. I'm just coming on Instagram to tell you guys to come on YouTube so that we can hang out in one spot. So please don't stay on Instagram hangout. Let's pop on over to YouTube and have that conversation because I'm going to shut this down in a minute. And you guys have to come over to YouTube. Thank you very much, Tokubo, for joining me on YouTube. So glad to see you. So glad you guys are here. Um, yes, so 1,000 subscribers, guys. We did it. Yay! Your girl has 1,000 subscribers. Magic number. We're on there. I'm so excited. Like, December is a lucky month for me. It's a month I like very much. You guys have really made today. And I'm just glad. I'm just glad. And when I shared it on Facebook, I had a few people ask me how the journey has been. Thank you so much, Kels. So glad. Asking me how the journey has been, how did I do it, all of that. So I'm happy to talk about that when we have a few more people on the live. Um, the journey of getting to 1,000. But today's topic, we're going to be talking about money and love. Money and all of that, you, me, romance, can men be gold diggers? Can they be gold diggers? So Titi, um, Zav, BJ, all of you guys on Instagram, you need to come over to YouTube because I'm going to shut down the Instagram page now so I can focus on making eye contact because I look like I'm cross-eyed now because I'm looking at two different screens. So I want to be looking at one screen. So you guys should pop over to YouTube and let's do this together. So please, yes, romance and finance. We're talking about romance and finance today. So you guys, so let's get started. Money and marriage, money and romance, money and sex. Can you pay your partner for sex? I saw a picture. Was it a picture? It was a post of a guy married who puts a sex jar in the room and said every time his wife agrees to have sex, she gets $20 towards or $10 towards our Christmas present. And it was like the ball is in your court. So what do you think about that? Can you do that? Because when I told my husband, he was like, I will go broke. I will go broke in how many days? As if I'm going to you know, we're doing it for money. I don't understand what he's even saying. But the point is, what is the role of money in romance? If you earn more than your partner and you're a woman, does it affect the love or does it make you feel unloved? If you have a joint account with your partner, all the money in one pot, how do you guys buy yourself gifts? Because all the money is already in one pot. So I want to be reading your chats so I can respond to your thoughts about money in marriage, money in romance. If you go on a date, who pays? If you go on a date in marriage, date night, you guys are already together. It's not like you're not together, you're already together. If you go on a date, who pays? Is it always the guy? Because he's not asking you out anymore. You guys are already together and you love each other. So is he obliged to always pay? Or is it like I pay this time, you pay next time, I pay this time, you pay next time? How does it work for you guys? I'll tell you how it works for me, but how does it work for you guys? What do you guys do um when you go on dates with your partners? Whether you're married or you're in a relationship, who pays for dates? That's one question I want us to address. Let's not forget the story I told you about the cookie jar. The cookie jar, putting money in a cookie jar and telling your partner every time we have sex, I'm going to give you $20 or £20 or 2,000 naira every time we have sex. Would you do that? And if your partner did that, no, it's not a case of would you do that. If your partner did that and said, every time we have sex, I'll give you money towards your Christmas present or a designer bag you want or a designer pair of shoes, what what would you do? How would you feel? Would you be like, okay, let's do this? I'm making money for my Christmas present. I'm going to do this. Or are you going to be upset and, you know, just be like, your head is not okay. You're not okay. You're not okay in your head. You know, what would you do? So I'm waiting for you guys to comment and, you know, say something. You guys on Instagram, I'm shutting down Instagram in like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So please pop over to YouTube. There's a link in my bio to my YouTube channel, or you can simply type my Instagram name into YouTube and my channel will come up and you can join the conversation on YouTube. It's Ronke Odewumi on YouTube. And I'll be signing out of Instagram now. So Precious Lola, join us on YouTube. Smiley Love 19, join us on YouTube. Let's do this. Okay. Okay. So on date night, it doesn't matter who pays, is our money. Okay, that's a good outlook. It doesn't matter who pays. But what if, you know, you pay and he pays? What if you're the one that's constantly paying though? Does it start to matter if on every date night you're the one that's paying, or it still doesn't matter? Because I like the fact that you said it doesn't matter who pays, it's our money. I like that. Um, yeah, let me hear one or two people before I share my own, you know, viewpoint on who pays for date nights, you know, between couples. The second one I wanted to ask is, you know, I've asked the cookie jar question about, you know, paying you for sex within the relationship. The other one I wanted to ask is, can men be gold diggers? So, you know, following the what's the name of that guy that sang the song, Gold Digger? What's his name now? Yeah. So the assumption in society is always that women can be gold diggers. It's women that, you know, marry guys for money and marry guys for comfort and all of that. But times have changed. We all know that women earn serious money now. We know a lot of women who earn serious money. I earn serious money. Amen. Amen. Hallelujah. Okay. I claim that. Okay. So we know a lot of women who earn serious money. So is it possible for a man to be a gold digger if that woman who earns money is single and trying to date? Forget it. Why do I want to be paid for something that is right? Oh, okay. So that's a good attitude. You don't want to be paid to have sex with your partner. But let's assume that your partner isn't getting enough sex from you. Let's assume your partner finds that he's getting it, you know, once a month or once in 2 months. It's not looking good. And he wants to encourage you to be more enthusiastic about, you know, this sex thing, which you probably are doing. I have a headache. I'm tired. I've had a long day at work, and you're doing all of that. And your partner just thinks that the money is going to encourage you to want to have sex more. You know, would you do that? If it's on my budget, then that's fine. Oh, ooh, okay, budget. You're budgeting. Nice, nice. Somebody's budgeting that date money. So if the date is not on your budget, he has to pay for it from his own budget. And if the date is not on his own budget and is not on your own budget, then that means there is no date night. I like that. Men can be gold diggers now. Now men do the same. Okay. So men can be gold diggers. Or do we if we okay, so we can be gold diggers. So do you then identify them as being gold diggers because they don't have a job? Or how do you decide that a man is a gold digger? And I actually agree that men can be gold diggers, but let me play the devil's advocate. What makes you say that? What makes you think men can be gold diggers? Because they're normally the breadwinners of the house in a lot of conventional relationships. So at what point do you decide that the man you are with or the man that's after you is after you for your money? What are the flags? Because for a woman, we always say things like, oh, she'll start asking him for week money. She'll start asking him to send recharge cards, start asking him to pay money into her account, or she's dating an older guy for the money, and then people automatically assume that woman is a gold digger. So how do you decide that a man is a gold digger? Yeah, how do you decide that a man is a gold digger? That was one other question I wanted to ask on this love and money thing. Yeah, I was going to say, if a man earns less than you, much less, and you earn a lot more, how does that affect the relationship? does it affect it in any particular way? Do you continue to run your finances together, or do you have your own separate money because now your partner is a little bit broke? So you have your own separate money and you are giving him whenever you feel like it? Or do you continue to run the money together if you were running it together before? You know, if a man earns less than you, how does it affect your relationship? Do you become like disgruntled? When are you going to be like other men? Or do you just feel like, it's okay, your turn will come, these things happen? Or has it happened to you before? If there's somebody here who it has happened to, tell us how you managed it and tell us what your experience has been. If I start taking the money, then I'm saying anytime I don't feel like that thing and we do. Okay. No. Okay, so you're saying now that if you start taking the money and the day you don't feel like or tired, then you still have to do it for them. No. It means that if you're taking the money to do it on the day when you don't feel like, then you forgo the money. It means that, are you saying that if money becomes involved, you will do it when you're tired? Because if you will do it when you're tired, why are you not doing it when you're tired on a good day? So, the money is meant to motivate you, but your peace over money. Okay, so you don't rate money like that. Okay, that's nice to hear. Personally, if my husband comes tomorrow and says he wants to give me £20 every time we have sex, I wouldn't take that because it's not enough money for me to go for it on a day when I don't feel like. So I get what you're saying. But if he's coming to me to say, I'll give you £500 every time we have sex, it's not that I will take the money. My question will now be, where are you getting the money from? How do you have money I don't know about? Which money is this? If you have the money, I need to take it, or I can have access to it without sex anyway. So where is the money? Show me the money so that we can budget it and we can invest it or we can do something with it. So that's my viewpoint on on money in the cookie jar. My point is, if he has that money already, I don't need to have sex to collect it. I'll collect that money without sex. So the money in the cookie jar for your Christmas present thing won't work with me, because if I want a Christmas present, if I think I deserve a Christmas present, guy, you will buy it all, because I've had an interesting year and I want a Christmas present. So that's my viewpoint on the money in a cookie jar thing. But on the issue of men being gold diggers, I need to hear from more people about it. And I need to hear from guys. Do you think it's possible for your guy to be a gold digger? Have you had an experience where your guy is dating a girl and you know that he's dating the girl because she has money or her daddy has money? I heard a recent story of somebody who got married to somebody, and the gist was that the girl's dad has a lot of money, and that was a deciding factor. Personally, I think the same way girls are moved by stability and the need for stability and comfort when they choose a guy or when they want to be with a guy. Stability and comfort moves women, and it moves some women more than others. I think the same way it moves guys. So I think that it's possible for a guy to consider stability. I personally don't think anybody is a gold digger in that sense. I just think people are moved by the need for stability more than others. Some people just really want financial stability, and they've decided that they can't do it by themselves, or they can't get to where they want fast enough, and they've found somebody who's going to help them up the ladder of stability faster, and they go for it. Now, maybe the person is older, maybe the person is poorly, maybe the person is ugly, maybe the person is medicated, maybe the person is not their spark, but they still go for it. That's between them and their God. So, yes, I think it's possible for men to consider the stability of women before they date them. I think it's possible for a man to put the financial stability of their partners first in a relationship and forgive everything else and date a woman that has money or whose dad has money simply because of the money. I don't like the idea of being paid for sex in a marriage. Or no, it's actually a cheeky idea. I don't think any woman likes it. I don't think there's, okay, I shouldn't generalize. Maybe there are some people who like it, but I can't imagine that a majority of people would like the idea of being paid to by their own partners to have sex, apart from role play. I mean, role play is different. If we are doing role play and you want to pay me during role play to pretend to be your kids, I mean, that in itself is a problem. Because why does that turn you on? Why are you aroused by the idea of paying somebody for sex? I don't like that. Anyway, apart from role play, which is probably a circumstance where it's possible for you to say, pay me, I'll have sex with you kind of thing. Being paid to have sex in a relationship is not kosher. It's not cool. I agree. It's not cool. With or without Christmas, present must land. Yes, so present must land. Although if it's not financially feasible, there are ways. There are ways you can give each other in relationship presents that don't break the bank. We have to be honest with each other. Presents that don't break the bank are possible, and they can be romantic, they can be thoughtful, they can be a delight. So you don't have to break the bank to get a Christmas present. But yeah, Christmas present is a good thing, because 2020 we've had a tough year and it's good to celebrate each other, but no breaking the bank. In fact, in my family right now, the only people getting actual physical Christmas presents, as far as I know, are the kids. So the kids are getting Christmas presents, and Santa has made that arrangement, and Santa will be coming on Christmas Day. As you can see, I've lowered my voice because there are little people in the house who are expecting Santa, and Santa will definitely be coming, because I've heard it from authoritative sources that Santa did not catch COVID, and none of the elves catch COVID. So everybody is fine at the North Pole, and they will be delivering presents on Christmas morning. So yeah, to the children. To the rest of us adults who know how far with Santa, Christmas presents are not a physical Christmas presents are not a must. We can give each other time, bonding, and once I cook a very good pot of jollof rice, our daddy is usually quite happy on Christmas morning or Christmas afternoon with his jollof rice and lamb and chicken and salad and fried plantain, dodo for the win, and all of that. So yeah, I don't know. My eyes are just going in different direction because I'm trying to look at the camera, but at the same time I'm looking at myself, which is distracting. Christmas present, just cook for me. I'm okay. That's nice. So you sure you're a foodie like me, but the problem is who will cook for you. Because sometimes you are the one that has to cook for the whole family, so that can become a problem if you are the appointed family cook. So anybody else has anything to say on this money in relationship topic, money in marriage? I've talked about the money in the cookie jar for sex. I've talked about men being gold diggers. Yes, we agree, men can be gold diggers. We're still talking about when your partner earns more than you, what do you do about it? How do you deal with that? um what do you do? How does that affect your relationship? Does it affect your relationship at all? And how do you cope with that? Do you still budget together? Do you still save together? Do you still invest together? Or does it become a situation of everybody stay in your own lane? We can't do this together because you are broke right now. I can be giving you a little bit of my money once in a while, and that's that, because I'm the one making most of the money now. So how does that work for you? How do you deal with your partner not earning so much? Mm, Anybody has any questions around um, money and love before I go on to talking about my YouTube journey, which I wanted to talk to you guys about because I've been asked about it by a few people on Facebook and on Instagram. People have done that, sliding into my DM to ask me um, how I did it, how I got to 1,000, and what's the journey been like. Okay, So let's get into that. What's been my YouTube journey? So I started my YouTube channel, I think 2 days to the end of April. So this makes about 7.5 months I've been on YouTube. So it's been 7.5 months of YouTube. So I started my YouTube channel on that day. I spoke to my husband about it like 2 days before. I said, I'm tired of, repeating the same financial information, the same financial money tips to people over and over again. Without having a record of it. I speak at events, I speak at programs. And when people come back to me with the same questions, I don't have a video or a blog to refer them to say, actually, I've said it all here, or I've written it down here, read it and tell me and see if it makes sense to you. So I said to him, I'm going to start a YouTube channel where I can, just say everything I know about finances and managing money, budgeting, saving, investing, and all of that. And then people can access it and watch it anytime, and they can get the info, and they don't have to keep coming to me one by one with specific questions that I can answer a lot of people in one video. It also means that I can help a larger number of people, because speaking at events and at programs, I realized that Black people, our people, don't necessarily have financial information. We don't know what's happening out there. We don't know where to put money. We don't know how to save. We don't know how to reduce our tax bills. We don't know how to invest our money, how to grow wealth. We don't know how to manage credit cards. We don't know what to do or what to not do when it comes to money, and that really bothered me. And I think I'm going to even out. I'm going to balance out this market. I'm going to balance out this situation by, speaking about it on my channel, so that you guys know things that a lot of other people know that we don't know, because people who have money have power in the manner of speaking, and so growing your wealth can give you more choices. So I said, I'm going to do this. And the one thing I didn't do was that I didn't discuss it with people. This is probably the one thing that have started that I didn't discuss with anybody. I didn't seek any second opinion. I didn't ask any of my friends, what do you think? How should you think I should do it? And when I look back on that period, I'm really glad I didn't speak to anybody about it, because not because my friends would discourage me, but because I would second guess myself. In telling it to somebody else, I would simply second guess myself. I would think of the pros and cons, because I want to tell somebody else. So I want to explain the pros and cons so they can see and understand what I'm trying to do. In developing the pros and cons, I will have discouraged myself or talked myself out of it. So I'm glad I didn't. I didn't talk to anybody about it. I just used my existing Gmail account and went on YouTube. An interesting thing I found out was that I actually registered a YouTube channel like 8 years ago, and I didn't do anything with it. I didn't start it. I didn't record any videos, nothing. I just registered it and left. So obviously, I thought about starting a YouTube channel like 9 years ago and chickened out of it for reasons best known to me. And I remember at that time, it was going to be a channel about something else entirely. I spoke to my sister-in-law about it, Mimi, and said I wanted to start a channel. She encouraged me to start a channel about something else entirely. I didn't go ahead with it at the time. I just let it go. And so when I went back this time, I didn't ask anybody or a second opinion about whether I should start a YouTube channel or not. I just started it. I just sat down in one room, registered it on my laptop, and then put my phone on a pile of books. So I just piled a few books on top of each other. I put my phone on the books, and I did my first topic, you know, and I recorded it. I uploaded it. The lighting was terrible. You really need to scroll down on my list of videos and find my very first YouTube video. The lighting was terrible. I repeated that video. I tried to I recorded that video like 7 times because I kept forgetting things. I kept saying things like my name is Ronke, and then I would forget things in the middle. I would pause for a long time. I would lose my train of thought. I recorded that video like 7 times before I found the one that worked. Then I had to go and find an editing software. I didn't know how to edit videos. I'd never edited a video before. But what I did, I just spoke to one or two people about editing software. I didn't understand what they told me. But anyway, I edited it somehow and I put it on YouTube. And that was it. It was live. So the second thing I did, apart from just getting on it, just starting that channel without seeking a second opinion, I started it, was that I wrote out a list of topics. So I wrote out all the topic. I wrote out like 70 topics based on questions people had asked me in my journey in the last few years of providing financial information or financial tips to people. I wrote down 70 topics. So you guys, you haven't seen all my topics. Like I haven't. I have all the topics for next year written out. Is that bad? I have all the topics for next year. Every Monday and Thursday, I have a topic for you from January to December next year. Sorted. So I wrote out the topics and I recorded that video. The second thing I did was that I told everybody. I refused to be ashamed of it. I refused to think about what people would think. I refused to worry about whether people will like it or whether it will make sense or whether people will just think, what's Ronke banging on about? What's she talking about? I told everybody, my WhatsApp, my Facebook, my Instagram. I told everybody that I could tell. Everywhere I went, every conversation I had, I told people about my YouTube channel. I was literally my own marketing guru, my own marketing officer. I marketed it. I told people. The third thing I did was I spoke to somebody who was a senior YouTuber. Yeah, Moji. So Moji Obazwaye is a fashion guru. She has a YouTube channel by that same name, Moji Obazwaye, and she's had YouTube for years. So I spoke to her and Moji gave me some really good tips. She said to me, you have to be consistent. You have to do it regularly. You have to add value to people. She gave me some really good tips. So I took them on board and I started my YouTube channel and I had to be consistent. Honestly, that was the hardest part, the consistency. It wasn't that I didn't have topics. I did. I had to make sure that I recorded my videos, edited them, and had them on the channel every Monday without fail. Now, I work full time. I work 5 days a week in a busy, hectic industry. It's not just that I work 5 days a week. I'm a mommy. So I have 2 kids. So think school drop off, school pick up, lunch, breakfast, dinner, laundry, house cleaning, general house girl duties that mommies do. I had that. I had a 9 to 5 job. And now I was under pressure to record videos and have them up for you guys every Monday. Since April, I have actually put up a video every single week. Like initially, it wasn't every Monday. I just put it up on a random day. And then when I got to, I think, June or May, I just went and said, every Monday, you guys, you will get a video. When I did that, I said to my husband, I'm in trouble because I've committed myself now to every Monday. And that's the thing. If you have a YouTube channel and you don't commit to a specific schedule, you're not going to upload videos regularly. You're not going to be consistent. You're not going to do it. You're going to fall by the wayside. You're going to miss days. You're going to miss weeks. And once you do that, your followers can't count on you and your followership won't grow quickly. So I was uploading videos every single Monday without fail. And then sometime in August, I think, or as if my suffering was not enough, as if I wasn't suffering enough, I started uploading on Thursdays. I said I would do Mondays and Thursdays. And it was you guys that pushed me into it. I did a video where I went shopping and I spent £3 to cook a family meal. And when I did that video, I was so excited about the video. I uploaded it on a Thursday. Okay. And then you guys are like, Ronke, do this more. We like food videos. We like Thursday videos. The Thursday video made you guys so happy. I got a lot of feedback. People wanted it. People liked it so much. I said I will start doing videos on Mondays and Thursdays. You guys are the root of my suffering. But I love you guys. I love you guys so madly. I started doing videos on Mondays and Thursdays. Vicky, you can do it. Honestly, Vicky, you can do it. Go for it. Make those videos. And so I started doing videos Mondays and Thursdays. So this live we're doing now is Thursday's video. Today is Thursday, and this is what we're doing today. It's a live video for you guys. We're talking about everything. So I started doing videos on Thursday, which added to my troubles because now I had topics. I had to do them on Mondays and Thursdays. I had to record and edit videos for Mondays and Thursdays. So consistency. So let me recap. Start it. If you have a business idea or a YouTube idea, start it. Stop seeking second, third, fourth opinions. I didn't have any gear. That's another thing. I didn't buy a camera. I didn't buy lights. I didn't buy anything. Like, honestly, you guys, go and watch my first video. Lighting, terrible. I didn't have any lights. The only thing I had was my phone. I later went on to buy a light, which improved the lighting of my video. So if you're starting a business, stop waiting for a second or third opinion. Start with what you have. I started with my phone. I started just like that with my phone, and you guys turned out for me. You turned out big time. In fact, my first video had the largest number of views for months. I would have deleted that video, but I'm leaving it on there simply because I need to be able to look back and see how I started. That beginning. No, people of God, that beginning, it was not good. That video, I sat there and I talked. So just start it. Stop seeking second opinions. Stop seeking validation from people. Your best friends might encourage you, but they might also discourage you. While you are telling them, you might talk yourself out of your good idea. Somebody else might run with your good idea. Just start it. Start with what you have. Whatever money you have, start that business. Whatever equipment you have, start that business. The business will then give you money to grow it. That concept in business is called bootstrapping. You know, when you bootstrap, it's like pulling yourself up by your bootstraps. So basically bootstrapping. So start your YouTube channel with your phone, start your business in your house, start whatever you want to do with what you have in your hands. It just requires you to be creative. Like I said, I put my phone on a pile of books when I was going to record. In fact, the first recording, I did it in portrait because I didn't know that YouTube videos were supposed to be landscape. So I did it in portrait, and then I tried to upload it and realized that no, okay, this video should have been landscape. So I went back and recorded it all over again. Like that first video took me like 4 days of recording daily. So yeah, start it, do it with your money, do what you have, be consistent, be reliable. So if you've said Monday and Thursday, let it be Monday and Thursday. If you've said you're delivering that product to your client in 2 days, deliver it. Under promise and over deliver. So promise little, deliver big, and people love you for that. What else did I do that got me to 1,000? Engaging. So like I said before, I told everybody about it. Like, I'm sure I have friends who are tired of hearing it. I said it on WhatsApp. I said it on my Instagram, my Facebook, my Twitter. I said it everywhere. You have to be your own marketing manager. You have to market your own product every opportunity you get. I marketed myself everywhere. I spoke at some events for free. I spoke at some events for very little money because it was going to be an opportunity for me to talk about my channel and get 1 or 2 subscribers. I've spoken at events before for money where I had an audience of 40 or 30 people. And out of all of them, at the end of the day, I got like 3 subscriptions or 4. Not very, encouraging, but you see those 4 subscriptions, they matter. Those 4 subscriptions that day were part of the reason why I'm at 1,000 now, because I took them on board. I just, every little win mattered. So yeah, that's been the journey to 1,000. So it's consistency. Slow and steady wins the race. There's no sudden growth. I don't expect to wake up tomorrow and see myself at 10,000 subscribers. Even though if I do, I would like it. I'll probably faint because I'll be wondering, who are these people? Who hacked my account? What happened? Where did they come from? What will I tell them? I don't know them. So slow and steady is something that's worked for me. There's no sudden win. There's no sudden anything. I preach what I believe. I preach what I practice. And what I'm exposing you guys to is really what my husband has suffered for the last 10 years. So at the end of every year, my husband and I always talk about what we've done well in a year, what we want to do in the next year. We plan our finances, we set family goals, we set individual goals. We're each other's accountability partner. So we set all those goals. And I remember one year, my husband said to me, he had an improvement point for me. And I said, what is that? Maybe you can be less strict with how we spend money. Maybe you can just relax a little bit. Because every time you say you are balancing the budget, at the end of the month, my heart is doing somehow, because when I balance our accounts together, I balance my account, I balance his account, I balance everything together in one Excel book or in a booklet. And I always say things like, Emolala, 10 coffees this month. You are really buying things. Starbucks is loving you. Is you and Starbucks today? Are you a shareholder? I'll say things like that. Or I will say, all the croissants this week at work, was it a difficult week? Somebody was just buying lunch. So he didn't like them. So he was like, can you stop, putting me under that kind of pressure when you balance the account and when you budget? So I practice what I preach, and I'm simply exposing you guys to what Mr. Odewumi has been suffering silently in the house, poking my nose in spending, making sure that we're not overspending, budgeting, saving, investing, sticking to the budget, living a minimalist life, trying to make sure that we are getting value for money when we spend money, because we work hard for this money. We work hard for this money. So yeah, so those are the things that have helped me grow my YouTube channel. I've had some really, really good friends who have used their platforms for me. They've spoken about my YouTube channel on their platforms. If you have friends who have platforms and they're willing to speak about what you're doing, that's really good. That would really help you. Me, Laode has been fantastic when it comes to speaking about what I do. Muji Obazai has been fantastic. There are quite a number of people, I can't mention them more, who repost my posts. Duke Abiodun, Tilola, people just repost things, and it's good to have a good support team, people who support you, people who respond to what you do, and surround yourself with a support team. Surround yourself with people who are rooting for you. One of the things that's helped me get to 1,000 is that I've had a lot of people rooting for me. That's the honest truth. My friends have supported this crazy initiative more than, like, if I knew that people who love me were going to support my YouTube journey this well, I would have started YouTube like 10 years ago. Honestly, I would have started YouTube 10 years ago. I didn't expect the level of support I got for this. I have a friend who is, who's really good with Canva, and before I became, good at Canva, she was making like all my Canva covers. She was just making Canva covers for me. Kelly was just making all my Canva covers. She would just make them. She is good at making Canva covers. And even though this was a service that she provides to people and charge them for, there were so many months I didn't pay her. I just said, I don't have money this month. I don't have any money. So if you want to do me a Canva cover, I'll take it. This person makes me the best Canva covers for my YouTube videos. She makes covers for my Instagram posts, and things like that. So surround yourself with people who support your dream, who support your journey, who support what you're trying to start, because it helps. It helps a lot when you are discouraged, when you have people who support you. I've had friends who've called me and said, don't even think of stopping. Just keep going. Just keep going. We are looking up to you. In fact, there's one of my friends, she's always saying, oh, right, there are so many of us looking up to you. What are you looking up to? Stop it. But all of those things helped me continue the YouTube journey, because the growth can be very slow sometimes. I'm just there thinking, one subscriber this whole week, one additional subscriber. Sometimes 1 week, nothing. Like nobody is coming. Nobody wants to subscribe, but you just keep going. So the other thing, if you're on this live and you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, I'm looking at you like this. Go and subscribe, please. Share it. Tell your friends about it. Let them subscribe. Let's do this thing together. Let's grow together. I'm talking about stuff. So yeah, that's been my Kelly is really good at it. Thank you. Yeah, I'm glad you agree. So that's been my YouTube journey. That's how I got to 1,000 today. You guys have been my support system. You guys have been my driving force. And hey, there's Mimi in the house. Okay, thank you for joining. So that's my sister-in-law who encouraged me to open a YouTube channel about 6 years. It was actually 6 years ago, 5 or 6 years ago, actually, not 10, 6 years ago, because I didn't know you 10 years ago. So 6 or 7 years ago, I think. She encouraged me to open a YouTube channel because like, you have a message, you have something to say, I want to listen to you on YouTube. And I opened the YouTube channel and I didn't do anything. Miriam, I'm doing something with it now, as you very well know. So um, there you go. So thank you, Miriam, for joining us here. Welcome to the house. We're hanging out on YouTube on Thursday night, doing fun things because Thursday we talk about money, Friday we go partying. Who's going partying? Um, COVID won't allow us to do any of that. So we're at home, chilling at home. So, guys, I'm assuming everybody on this um, life knows me quite well, but I'm happy to do a get to know me um, video. If you guys want to get to know me, we can do a get to know me live. If you guys want to get to know me, or we can do that now if you want, and I can talk about, you know, what I talk about myself and help you guys get to know me a little bit more. I can share things here in this life, I can tell you, I can answer questions if you have them, and um, help you get to know the person behind the Bulletproof Life channel. I also helped. Mr. Odewumi is on this chat telling me that he also helped. Hey, that's your job now. You're supposed to help. You're my helpmate, innit? You're my partner. You're supposed to help me. Yes, true. I'm grateful to my husband for helping me get to 1,000. He always shares my videos. And he has also been my, how do I say, my check and balance. So sometimes when I put up a video and my husband will watch it after I've put it on, just like everybody else. I don't let him sit in on my production or sit in when I'm recording because I don't want him to influence anything I'm saying. And then he watches the video just like you guys. And this guy will come back to me to ask me hard questions. Things I remember doing a video about how to save. And he came to me and said, okay, but what about people who don't have money? Not everybody has money now. Do I have money every time? This saving is hard, Joe. Or, can you break down budgeting more? And he asks me hard questions, which then forces me to think of ways I can deliver more. He asks those questions and I'm thinking, okay, let me go and answer that question on YouTube. Let me go and answer it so that everybody can benefit from that answer. Because if you, who is living with me, wants an answer to that question, then everybody else probably does. So a lot of videos that you've also seen is because Mr. Odewumi is asking me hard questions. He's keeping me on the straight and narrow. So yeah, thank you for that. Do a get to know me. Yes, I'm happy to do a get to know me video. We've been here for almost an hour now, so I'm not sure we should do it today. But should we come back on Tuesday for a get to know me video? And you guys can get your questions ready and ask me questions, which I will answer, as much as I can on the get to know me video. Because today we've been here for almost an hour, so I think it's a good idea for us to not be here for too much longer. I'm planning to shut this down in about 15 minutes because I've kept you guys here for almost an hour. So we'll do a get to know me video on Tuesday. And we say Tuesday is good. Okay, Tuesday evening, I'll be back here to do a get to know me video. Tomorrow is not Monday. Tomorrow is Friday. On Monday, I'm going to share with you 7 gifts you can buy for somebody if you have left your Christmas gift purchase to the last minute. So I know a lot of you have not yet bought it. You've left it to the last minute. And Christmas is next week, Friday. Today is Thursday, which means you have less than a week. And you have exactly a week. And if you purchase things online, they might not arrive because COVID and postage and all of that. So on Monday, I'm going to be sharing with you 7 gift ideas that you can still buy on Monday, and whoever you are buying it for will get it in time for Christmas Day. So guys, join me on Monday for that. I'm going to be sharing that video. I'll be sharing it by midday, 12 noon-ish on Monday, so that you can get on it and still get Christmas presents for your friends, for your partners, for your children, for loved ones generally, if you would like that very much. Thank you for sharing your tips with us. We're grateful. Yeah, I'm grateful that you guys are listening to my tips and actioning them. I think one of the things that make me happy is the fact that people action the things I say. So I get a lot of messages about how people have changed their finances since they've been watching my videos. I still got one today from somebody who said, I've been watching you, and since I started watching you, I've changed my whole financial journey, or my whole finances, or how I'm managing my finances has really changed. And that is something that makes me super happy, because it's one thing for you to be talking to people and they're just watching your video and it's not making any difference to them. It's another thing for you to talk to people and you are legit making a difference. You're talking to them and they're actioning things. It keeps me on my toes. It keeps me motivated, and it helps me know that I'm making a difference. Imagine if we are all budgeting and we are all saving and we are all investing. One, less people will be asking you for loans, because the people who are asking you for loans have budgeted themselves into a place where they don't need your money. Two, we're all creating wealth, so we can have fun together in later years. And even now, if you're living within your means and your friend is living, and the friends in your circle are living within their means, they are not going to put you under pressure to live outside of your means. Did you get that? If you're living within your means and all your friends are living within their means, your friends are not going to put you under pressure to live outside of your means. That's why you need to get your friends to watch my video. Not just because I want to get subscribers. Let's leave that one for now. It's because if your friends believe in budgeting, in saving, in investing, in living minimally, letting your money work for you, they are less likely to put you under pressure to spend money you don't have, because they will understand the concept of budgeting. They will understand that no, that money is budgeted. It doesn't work that way. No, we didn't plan for this. We're not going to spend it. Then you won't have friends who will say we are broke, but let's go and shop on credit card. It also means that when you go shopping with your friends and you bring out a credit card, they're going to look at you and Sissy, uncle, what's happening? Why are you shopping on credit card? Do you really need this? Do you really need that? You have your friends who will keep you in check and be your accountability partner of sorts, even though I'm your accountability partner. It's me. I'm your accountability partner. We know this. But having those kind of friends who are on the same page with you about money, it reduces the pressure on you so much. It reduces the pressure on you, because you will not be under pressure to spend money you don't have. You will not be under pressure to buy things you don't need, or to try to impress people, because the people you are trying to impress, they don't want to impress anybody. They want to budget, save, invest, pay off debt. You are less likely to be in debt. Most of the debt we have is because we are trying to misrepresent ourselves. We are trying to buy things we can't afford, to look like what we don't have, to impress people that we don't like, or people that we like, but we still want to lie to them. Because if you are buying your Gucci on credit, it means you can't afford Gucci, but you want people to think you can afford it. Who are these people? And why do they matter? So that's why your friends in your circle need to be part of this, our bulletproof journey. They need to be part of this bulletproof life. They need to be joining us in this journey, joining us in this, financially wise life that we are living, because we want to have money. I have a FIRE number. I don't know if you guys have heard of FIRE, which is your how do I say it, financially independent retire early number. And that's the amount of money you need to have in order for you to retire early. And retire early means you are retiring before the age of 60. You are retiring at 40, 45, 50. Yeah, I think anything over 55 is no longer retiring early. But let's leave that for another live conversation. I will tell you about my FIRE number. I have a FIRE number. It's a very dangerous number. It's the amount of money I need to have for me to relax, for me to relax and be taken care of by my own money. So let's get on this financial journey together. It's been a delight having you guys. And I'm not sure what else to say. I've really shared a lot this evening. I'm just excited. I'm buzzing because I have 1,000 subscribers and you guys are all here. I'm smiling at you. You're smiling at me. We are smiling at each other. You guys are showing me love. I'm showing you love. It's just, I just love you guys. Honestly, if I've not, I don't even know. Uh, you guys, I just love you guys, for your support. Because we are at 1,000 and we'll get to 2 and 3. Because a lot of financial accounts out there are not run by people that look like us. A lot of them are run by white people or non-black people, non-Africans. But I'm here on YouTube, golden brown black excellence with my not so British accent, very, very un-British accent to show you that I'm from somewhere else, but thriving, surviving, thriving, and living well in the UK. So I really appreciate your support. And my goal is to grow this account to a place where we are bringing financial information, financial freedom, financial independence to a lot more people um, out there who have the same challenges that we have, low and medium income earners who want to invest, who want to save, who want to um, get out of debt. So I'm totally proud of you guys. Thank you very much for walking this journey with me. I'll see you guys on Tuesday when we'll be live again. And on Tuesday is going to be a get to know me. So come with your questions. It will be on Tuesday at 6 p.m. UK time, 7 p.m. Nigerian time. So come with your questions about, if you ask me the color of things, I cannot tell you. I will not tell you. So ask with sense. Come with correct questions. So I will answer your questions on Tuesday. You can ask me questions about my life, about my journey, about what I like, whatever. I will just try as much as possible to answer as many questions as I can on Tuesday at 6 p.m. In the meantime, on Monday, you will get that video for all of you last minute shoppers, what you can buy for your loved ones last minute so that you can still celebrate Christmas with them, even though you left their gift to the last minute. So, guys, uh, that's it for this evening. If you have anything else to say, share it with me. I'm here and happy to talk to you. Thank you so much, girls. Really appreciate you. Honestly, Beju, I don't know what to do with you. I don't know who even told you I'm like. I don't even know why you are here. Because you are here now to cause trouble. You are here now, to just be in this house. Okay, first of all, why are you buying spark plug from Texaco across the road? Why are you buying spark plug? Explain yourself. Beju, explain yourself. Why are you buying spark plug? I need to know. I need you to tell me. I'm waiting. Okay, 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 Beju. Time out for you. Go and sit in the naughty corner. Right now, naughty corner. Go, be going. Time is short and you feel like it will be easy to wrap. I can't deal with you. I cannot. So, guys, as we round up, anybody wants to share their Christmas plans with me in the comments? Let's talk about Christmas. Have you gone over budget with your Christmas budget yet? Or are you still um on the straight and narrow with your Christmas budget? I know some people will come back later on now and say they didn't know I was live. Oh, you were live. I didn't know. I didn't know you were live. Okay, guys. Yeah, Peju, that you're making a very valid point. Yeah, we're not very financially savvy people when it comes to investing for the future. We know how to contribute money for Ashwebi. We know how to contribute money to send our children to really good schools because we are big on education. We know how to contribute money to support each other at burials, for birthdays, and things like that. But we just never seem to know how to invest our money long term, how to get the best from a system that is heavy on tax. We always just like to talk about how much tax we pay in the UK, how much tax we pay in the US, how much tax we pay in the West, in Europe, and all of these places because we don't know how to reduce our tax bills. And nobody knows. Nobody is telling us in a way that we understand. I've personally scored YouTube, I've scored online. I would search for information when I first moved to the UK, and I was thinking, what's going on? But once I started writing my accounting exams, once I became embedded into the financial service system here, I realized that our people just don't know. It's not that we are wasteful. It's not that we don't want to save. It's not that we don't want to invest. It's just that we don't have the information. And there's a lot of erroneous, wrong information about credit, which somehow is spread within our community, is spread with our people. You hear all sorts. I've heard all sorts. People who justify payday loans, people who tell you some credit cards that have 25% interest rates per month or per year is good for them. Oh, they just manage to get credit. Credit is hard to get. So even if you can get a credit card that has 30%, it's good, And I remember the first thing someone said to me when I started my master's. They said, when I came to the UK to study, they said, try and get a credit card and spend it. Spend it well. When you spend the credit card, then you build your credit. You build it. You will not have credit. And then when you have credit, you'll be able to buy a house. And the person that said this to me was supposedly giving me financial advice. And it just didn't sit well with my mind. I kept thinking, so if I get credit and I spend it well, who will pay it? If I get a credit card and I spend it, who will pay it? Is it free money? Why are they giving me free money? So when I spend it, what will now happen when I want to get a mortgage? How will I get? I just didn't understand it. And at that time, every day they would drop a letter into my postal box from, all those credit card companies that advertise to you. They advertise to you to come and get credit card, and then they will create a card that looks like you already have a credit card with your name, just to show you what your credit card would look like, to toast you into it. And these things had like 40% APR. 40% APR just means that's how much interest you're paying annually. And then they put it there as 40% APR, and then they will throw it to your letterbox. And the moment you sign and send back that letter, the credit card will arrive and you can start spending. Then you go into stores like Next, you go into stores like New Look, and they offer you store cards. They just go like, would you like a store card today, ma'am? Would you like to pay this to the store card? I can register you right now. And you'll be like, really? And they'll be like, yeah, they can register right now. They just take your address and everything and register you. And you have entered the BCO because the store card hasn't. But they won't tell you that one. They just make it look like you're getting something free. You don't have to pay for what you just bought. Now, what you just bought now can go on the card. Nothing from your own money. Just put it on the card. Then you put it on the card and your problems have started. At the same time, you have the Vantage Point. Sorry, let me not mention it. You have the high interest credit card that you've thrown through your letterbox that you've collected and you have started to spend. And all of that creates debt. And once you are in debt and you're trying to get out of debt, that is it. Store card is sonu. That's the word. Store card is sonu. Once you get those cards, your debt will just spiral. Like debt can spiral so fast. And I'm telling you from experience. One day your debt is £1,000, the next day is 15,000. And then you're looking at the 15,000 like this. And then the interest on the 15,000, not just the 15,000, is like a salary, half of the salary. They'll tell you that you should pay £300 to the card every month. But the £300, only £5 is paying off. 295 is interest. So you are paying £5 on 15K. When will you finish? But they are making money on you. And that's the other side of compound interest. That's another one we need to talk about. Compound interest is another thing we need to talk about. Payday loans. I remember when I was living at Stratford, and there was a a disease of payday loans all along that Stratford, Maryland route, with the route between Stratford Station and Maryland Station. They just had payday loans, the high street, that Stratford High Street near Wilkinson, near the Stratford Theatre. They just had payday loan shops all over. And these guys, their interest rate is like 200%. 200. That means if you borrow £1,000, they want to collect £2,000 from you. And they want you to give them that £1,000 in 3 months. In fact, some of them is like 40% per month or 20% per month. That's their interest rate, which means in a year is even more than 200%. And these payday loans, once you default, there is nothing they won't come after you with. Beliefs, they will chase you with beliefs. They will take your car. They will take things from your house. They will take all your things. Then the belief will add their own fees on top of your debt. That this is how much the fees are that they have used to chase you to pay for the debt that you borrowed from payday loans. I know the UK government has done a lot to kind of control payday loans and show people that they're not the best and try and get them to lower their interest rates. But payday loans, those things should not exist at all. They should not exist at all. They exist. And sometimes when you see the kind of people even running the payday loan, they are just loan sharks. Think of them as loan sharks. You know, when we watch movies and you see mafia guys who have borrowed somebody money and they show up with a gun at your door and they're shooting off your kneecaps. Think of it like that. That is how payday loans are. They will ruin your life. Once you go to them for a loan, they will ruin your life. Just count on it. Because the interest rate will grow faster than you can pay it. Remember, you had a financial problem before going to them. The money you borrowed, you didn't have it. That's why you went to them. But by the time you come back, it's not just that you won't have that money, you won't have their interest either. Their hope is for you not to have that money and the interest so that they will collect a lot of interest. Payday loan is there is culture in our society. I don't even understand why they exist because they take advantage of people who don't have. It's not people who are financially comfortable or wise or knowledgeable, not wise, knowledgeable, who go to payday loans. It's people who are desperate, people who are broke, people who really need help. The very people who shouldn't go to payday loans, they're the ones that end up with payday loans and that death spirals. I watched a TV program, and this one was about a boy in the UK. I think it was the reason why the government decided to look into payday loans. This guy rode his bike somewhere and parked in the wrong part of London. I think it was like a congestion zone, and he got a parking ticket, and I think he couldn't pay it, and then maybe he went to payday loan guys to pay it. I'm not even sure what happened with payday loans. Anyway, this guy that went to payday loan guys, he killed himself. He committed suicide because he couldn't pay. And it's not the first person, it's not the only person that's done it. People have gone into horrible things in order to pay off payday loan debt. So if you are here and you are watching me, please stay away from payday loans. Stay away from overdrafts. Overdrafts are another one now that banks is not payday loans. This one is legalized robbery because payday loans, those ones were not really legalized. So the government could crack down on them. Banks are now the ones using overdraft to punish us. Overdraft fees are now charged on a daily. On a daily. Once you go over into agreed overdraft, no, let's not talk about the one that's not agreed. Because if your overdraft is not agreed, that's the problem. They will charge you through your nose. Let's not even talk about it. But even the overdraft that is agreed, the overdraft that your bank agreed to give you, they charge on a daily now. You just see that 20p, 30p, 20p, 30p, 10p, 15p, 20p, 30p every day. And then before you know, and some days they will charge you 3 times in one day simply because things have gone out of your account 3 times in that day. So every time there's a transaction on your account that makes use of that overdraft, they will charge you. If there's no transaction on that day, but the overdraft exists, they will charge you. So they will charge you and charge you and charge you. And at the end of the month, you probably pay like £20 on £1,000 of overdraft or 1,005 or £2,000 overdraft, which is a high interest rate if you think about it. So overdraft is another thing to avoid if you can. Honestly, you will not remember what you borrowed the money for. You won't remember. And whatever you borrowed the money for will not be important anymore once they start chasing you for that money. You are going to wish you didn't borrow that money because they are flying, they are flying through your toilet window. Oh yes, they consider they will say that they are entitled to everything that you have to the value of the debt, and the value of the debt is growing by the minute. They will take everything and take you down to ground zero. You that you were managing before, they will take it to someone that has no TV. You have no, maybe you are using a bike for work, or you're using a van for work. They collect the van, or they collect the bike, or they collect your tools, which you are using, to feed yourself. And suddenly you have no tools to work, to feed, and then you have to go and rent tools. So it's not just that you're paying off the debt and interest, you're paying off the cost of that debt when you rent tools. It's just a dark hole. It's a dark hole that once you fall into it, it's not, it can be hard to come out of. It can be hard to come out of. Yeah. So payday loans, avoid them. Overdrafts, stay away from them. They are not good. They are not good at all. They are not here to make you succeed financially. Payday loans, overdraft. Let's just stay away from them. I know some of you are thinking, okay, if we can't do overdraft and we can't do payday loans, how can we get credit? If you really, really, really need credit, there are two ways you can get credit. The first way is a zero interest balance transfer credit card. Now, a zero interest balance transfer credit card has its own cheeky side, which is that when you get it and you want to transfer a balance to it, there's a fee. So they charge you a fee. If it's a zero interest purchase credit card, it means that all the purchases you make on it, there's no interest. But they give you a period. They will say it's 18 months, it's 12 months, it's 24 months. Once you go past that period, whatever is on that card, interest will climb on it immediately. They might say it's 24.4%, they might say it's 21%, they might say it's 18%, but the point is it starts to get interest. So what you want to do is that if you get a zero interest purchase card or a zero interest balance transfer card, you want to pay it off before the period that you've signed up for finishes, so that you don't start paying interest. The second way to get credit is for you to go and get a loan from your bank. Now, the beauty of a loan is that you're likely to get the lowest interest. After a zero interest credit card, the next thing that will give you a low interest rate is a loan. So if you go to a bank that you have been banking with for a long time, they are likely to give you a loan. And then you can get things like 5%, 3%, which is the best that you get. And then with a bank, you set up a payment plan right from the beginning of the loan, a payment plan that's convenient for you, which you can then plan into your budget. And then you pay it off at a convenient rate. And once in a while, the bank might even give you a loan payment holiday. If you are struggling, you can go to them and say, this month, I need a holiday for 2 months. I won't pay anything. And then that interest of that 2 months, you can pass it on to the rest of the loan, and I'll pay that. So those are two ways you can get credit. That is okay if you really need credit. Two things I want to share with you, which I should have shared from the beginning, or which I haven't shared. One is this book. That's the budget and saving workbook, which I created who like to plan their finances on paper. So you can plan it on paper, covering my face now. You can plan it on paper. And the beauty of this book is there is a page for every month. It's a really good book. And I don't go into that too much here, but there's a whole video on my channel. On my channel, I think it's on the live session. If you go to the live side of my YouTube channel, my videos, you will see it, where I ran a live where I launched this book and I talked about it page by page. I talked about how to use it, all the benefits of it, and it's on Amazon. So if you look at the title, it's the Bulletproof Life Budget and Saving Book. I'm asking you to buy yourself a Christmas present. Amazon will deliver this book in 24 hours, like in a day, if you have Amazon Prime, or they will deliver it before Christmas if you order it tonight, or even if you order it tomorrow, they will deliver it before Christmas. So this is your Christmas present to yourself. I did this book based on all the conversations about budgeting and saving I've had with a lot of people, and based on my own almost 20 years of budgeting my salary and budgeting my husband's salary along with mine. And so I've put together this book because it's easy, it's straightforward, and it's no nonsense. I don't have 1 million categories for you to go through. I've just got enough categories for you to budget your money. For my people that like to procrastinate, you have a to-do list and you don't do it, 2021 is the year of excellence. We are going to do great things in 2021, and you need a planner to help you do it. So this is my bulletproof life planner, which I also want you to get because it will help you um, plan, help you like your to-do things to achieve every day. And this planner, it has a page for you to use for like 3 months, and each page has like let me see. So you can write what you want to do. It's a calendar. You can write your date. You can write your day of the week, things to achieve on Monday, 21st of December. And then you write it: 1, buy Christmas presents; 2, decorate my Christmas tree; 3, clean my kitchen; 4, change my toothbrush. I'm not shading anybody. Don't say I'm shading. I'm not shading anybody. Well, that's your to-do list. And then you have that side calendar where you can put appointments. So you want to call somebody, call my mom at 10 a.m., call my auntie at 11 a.m., call my uncle at 12 noon. You can put that on the calendar side of the planner and, get planning. Just get everything in order. Tick it off, get things done. Tick it off, boss lady. Tick it off, get things done. Guys, it's been fantastic hanging out with you. Um, I think I've said enough. I'm going to sign out of this live video and see you guys on Tuesday for the get to know me. Thank you very much for dropping by. Bye bye. Bye. It will be a silent live from now on. I'm just gonna stop talking. So if you guys want to stay and stare at my face, I like it. But you don't have to. I'm here though. I'm here.